Okay. Dear friends, welcome you to the learning of the Commission Act 2012. Today, let's continue to learn the Act from 40 pages. 40 pages. Which one? This one. Conversion. Yeah, these vocabularies we have learned last time. So, let's go on. Chapter introduction, preliminary, we have learned. So, commission. Okay, let's review some words and some sentence first. Okay, from page 48. Regulator means a person and an organization that officially controls an area of business or industry and makes sure that it is operating fairly. Okay. Next one, commissioner. Commissioner means a member of a commission. Yeah, a member of commission. Responsible. Having the job or duty of doing something or taking care of somebody. Type. It can be means the kind of, which kind of, yeah, the type. Subtype. Sheet type. It means a form. Yeah, general type, the form part. Precondition. Okay, precondition, something that must happen or exist before something else can exist or be done. Precondition. Yeah, precondition. And next one, access. Access. Maybe you can say opportunity. Yeah, opportunity is also access. Commonwealth, the United Kingdom and other countries. Commonwealth, prerequisite. Let me have a listen.
Prerequisite.
Okay. Prerequisite, and the same as precondition. Okay, precondition. Have you seen it? The same thing, P-R-E, I think it means in advance. Okay, in advance. Requisite. Next, last one is exemption. Free. Don't have to pay tax. It means exemption. 好，单词的话，我们来复习一下啊。
Regulator.
Commissioner.
Responsible. Type. precondition, precondition,
access,
好，为什么要把这个单词
Commonwealth
写下呢？因为后面的句
Commonwealth
子里面啊，这个句子里面都有很多
prerequisite,
是
prerequisite,
生词，所以先把单词复习一下。
exemption,
来复习一下这个句子啊。
exemption,
This act establishes a national regulator for not-for-profit entities. The regulator is the Commissioner of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission, the ACNC. OK， 上回我们学到这里哈，就是说本法案建立了一个国家监管的一个机制，是为什么呢？为了这个非营利组织、非营利实体 （not-for-profit entity） 非营利实体。好，下一个 the regulator， 下一句话是 the regulator is the commissioner， 它就是说这个监管机构它是一个专员，它是哪里的专员呢 ？Of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission。好，它是澳大利亚慈善机构和非营利组织委员会的专员。好，那这一章讲的就是这个法案它为了非营利实体而建立了一个国家监管机构。那么这个监管机构它是澳大利亚慈善机构和非营利组织委员会的专员。好，这里这两句话我们来听一下，这边老师的读法。
This act establishes a national regulator for not-for-profit entities. The regulator is the Commissioner of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, the ACNC.
大家能听到我播放的声音吗？
This act establishes a national regulator for not-for-profit entities. The regulator is the Commissioner of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, the ACNC.
Okay, great. Thank you for replying.
This act establishes a national regulator for not-for-profit entities. The regulator is the Commissioner of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profits Commission, the ACNC.
Okay, let's practice these two sentences. This act establishes a national regulator for not-for-profit entities. The regulator is the Commissioner of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission, the ACNC. Again, this act establishes a national regulator for not-for-profit entities. The regulator is the Commissioner of the Australian Charities and Not-for-Profit Commission, the ACNC. Okay, if you are available, please pick up the mic and practice these two sentences. 如果大家方便的话，请拿麦读一下，练习一下这两个句子。OK。好 ，no worries. I do ask me for the reading. Okay. Okay, let's go on to learn the new sentence. Oh, this sentence is too long. Let's learn it. The commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. OK， 这是一句话啊。这句话讲的什么呢？ The commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. 这句话我们上回也学了，但是这个句子有点长，我们再把它复习一下啊。就是说，这个专员他是负责做什么呢 ？Be responsible for doing something。这个是一个句子的这个单词的用法，就是 be responsible for doing something. The commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities. 就是说，专员是负责根据这个非盈利实体的，是根据这个非盈利实体的类型和子类型，将其注册为非盈利实体的 entity。registering 是 register 是注册嘛，所以 registering 就是 be responsible for doing something， 那它这里就加了是 ing 的形式啊。be responsible for registering entities， 注册为一个实体，注册为什么样的一个实体呢？作为一个非盈利组织的实体进行注册，它就是负责这一块的。那它是根据什么呢 ？According to their type and subtypes， 是根据他们的这个类型和子类型进行注册的。好，下一句是 registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions。 OK， 这句话是说，在 registration with the ACNC 就是在 ACNC 注册 registration with the ACNC， 是 ACNC 的这些注册啊，是获得某些联邦税收优惠的必要前提条件。就是 registration with the ACNC 注册在 ACNC 的这些注册是 a necessary prediction， 是必要的前提条件。那是什么的必要的前提条件？用 for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions， 是 for access 是一个获得 access 获得，比如还是机会，一个机会，它是什么样的机会呢？免税，某些 certain 是某些联邦税收的一个优惠。好 taxation 这个单词听一下。taxation 是税收 concession 是一个妥协一个让步，那它就是一个优惠，我们可以把它翻译为一个优惠啊，妥协让步，就税收的一个妥协和让步。特许也可以啊，特许也可以。所以这里面就有好多个生单词哈 ，registration certain我们经常学过的有个单词叫 certainly， 就是 certainly 当然确定无疑的 OK， 那个是副词啊，这个是 certain 是形容词 access to certain 就是某些，它除了肯定或者是确定的意思以外，它还有一个某些啊，某些 certain access the certain Commonwealth taxation concessions 这个 Commonwealth 是我们的新单词，我们知道是英联邦对吧 ？Taxation 是税收哈，然后这个是 concessions 就是优惠或者一些特许。这句话的整个意思就是在 ACNC 的注册是获得某些英联邦税收优惠的必要 necessary 是必要哈，必要前提条件 prediction 是前提条件。好，那再接下来这句话是 registration under this act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws。 好，这句话是什么意思？我们一起来详细看一下啊。Legislation under this act， 好，这里 这个就是这个根据 under this act，我们都学过 under this act 根据本法注册，根据本法注册，也可能是may also be， 也可能 also 是也嘛may be 可能 may also be a prerequisite， 这也是一个先决条件也可能是一个先决条件，是什么的先决条件呢 ？For other exceptions 是免税和 benefit 福利 and concessions 是优惠特权 provided under other Australian laws 就是 provided 是提供的就是其他的 provided under other Australian laws 就是在其他也可能是澳大利亚其他法律规定的其他豁免福利和优惠的先决条件那这一整串 for 后面的这个很长的这个句子主要就是为了来说明它是一个什么样的，也可能是一个什么样的先决条件。它中间就加了很多或什么其他的法律规定的一些豁免免税利益福利或者是这个 concessions 就这个特权呢，是在这个其他澳大利亚其他的法律规定的这么一个其他豁免福利和优惠的先决条件。根据本法注册也可能是澳大利亚其他法律规定的其他豁免福利和优惠的先决条件所以说不管这个非营利实体他想要享有什么样的一个豁免福利或者优惠的话都需要根据本法进行注册OK 好这句话我们一起来读一下 Registration under this act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. 这3句话都挺长的，我们一句一句来读The commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to other type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. Again, the Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this act may also be prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. Okay, let's listen the dictionary's reading. There's reading is very beautiful. Much better.
The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws.
Provided 这个读的真的是太好听，它这个连读的读得非常好。Provided under other Australian laws。我们再来多听几遍。
The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws. The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws. The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws. The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws. The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws.
Last one.
The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits and concessions provided under other Australian laws.
Yes. Let's practice. The Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities, according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. Yes. 这个地方这个连读很好听啊 ，provided under. Okay. Again, the Commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this Act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and accessions provided under other Australian laws. Okay. The Commissioner is responsible for registration entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Okay, let me try to recite it. the first sentence. 专员负责根据实体的类型和子类型将其注册为非营利实体。The commissioner is responsible for registration entities as not-for-profit entities according to their types and subtypes. According to their type and subtypes. Number 2. 在 ACNC 注册是获得某些联邦税收优惠的必要前提条件。Conditions. Registration. Let me try. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for 注册前提条件 for access 英联邦的税收优惠的必要条件。For access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Okay, registration with ACNC. Registration with ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, thank you. The last sentence. 根据本法注册也可能是澳大利亚其他法律规定的其他豁免、福利和优惠的先决条件。Registration under this act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. This sentence too long. Let me try. Okay. Yeah. Also be a prerequisite for other registration under this act may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. Okay, let me try again. For other 其他的 exemptions, 豁免 benefits, concessions. Okay. Registration with this registration under this act is may also be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. Yeah. Okay. We only have 1 minute left, so I would like to read the whole pages. Okay. The commissioner is responsible for registering entities as not-for-profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration with the ACNC is a necessary precondition for access to certain Commonwealth taxation concessions. Registration under this act may also be prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. Okay, today, because of Aju is asked for leave, so let's land here. Okay, it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for coming and being with me. Okay. 师傅，你也可以上来读啊。Practice, more practice.
我听到您的声音怎么不太清楚呢？好像很
哦，
懵的。
是不是网络不好？
哦，原来是网
有可能。
我以为你换电脑了，感觉很不爽，感觉很不爽，闷闷的。啊，我来试一下。
要不就是你试一下。
有时候我都听不到。我试试啊。The commissioner is responsible for registering entities as lawful profit entities according to their type and subtypes. Registration is the necessary precondition for access to certain commonwealths, taxation concessions, registration under this act to be a prerequisite for other exemptions, benefits, and concessions provided under other Australian laws. 说词很多，
读得很好，你也读得很好啊。
谢谢。
因为这3句话里面好多那些生单词、长的词，
好多是词总是卡。
多练习就好了。
啊，
是的，因为你看今天就小鸡师兄他说他有事儿嘛，他出去了，然后就基本上都是我一个人在 practice， 所以说
我还以为我
后面就比较
他不上来
少一点。他今天说刚好有事情，然后还要出去一下，好啊，我们今天就先学到这里吧。然后因为这三句话有点难，明天等他来的时候我们再来复习一下，然后这样就把它争取把它弄熟。好，Thank you for coming and being with me. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Bye.